Yo, what is going on, gang? It's Jeff here with the Community Crisis Response Team, YouTube's finest. Okay, let's put all of this nonsense to rest here. I know a lot of the bigger YouTubers have been talking about it. The FUD, shill, bleep talking is at an all-time high. Most of you that have been around, I am sure, are with me and ignore it all. We know the DD, we know the math, we know everything involved, okay? So let me just air this out here for a few minutes. I got into this play January 22nd, whatever the heck date it was. I missed the GME thing. I read briefly about it, the short squeeze, what was going on, the DFV, blah, blah, blah. So like a dodo bird, I panicked, jumped into AMC at $17.70, whatever the hell the number was, okay? So I got in that. Over the months, the DD, we have heard we own the float for at least 4 months now, and that was triple confirmed yesterday of what we already thought we knew compared to what we knew when Adam Aaron sent the tweet out, okay, on the count. And then also the synthetics, okay, we didn't take those into play. We're doing conservative math that the shares outstanding are hundreds of millions more than the 5.1 million, okay? So in saying that, we have watched this stock do this exact scenario. I have, looking at the charts. I'm to the point today, the only reason I got on today this evening is I wanted to do a count for you guys on the amount of money that I had 1 week ago compared to what I had now. I don't want to say I lost it, I had it, I did whatever. I didn't do nothing with it because I didn't sell the stock. I had no intentions on selling the stock. But long story short, I took a $282,000 swing. Now, that is a ton of money. I don't have that kind of money, right? That is how convicted the math, the DD, the facts, the everything of 6 months worth of this, okay? This here, most of you are familiar with. This is today's action here. This is a short ladder attack. I have watched this day in and day out, week in and week out, month in after month out. This is what we have seen. This is today's action. This does not fade me a single bit. Now, I get the folks that bought in earlier in the week or last week, you know, they're averaging $45, $50, $55, and all of a sudden we're doing nothing but getting short laddered attack down. That is a panic. That is what I personally and a ton of you went through 5.5 months ago when we got into this play, if you did around that time. And since then, the good news is we're hovering at over $40. We watched this same action here happen from $9 down to $7, $12 down to $9, $13 down to $10, $11, whatever the number was. But most of us have witnessed this day in and day out with not a lot of good news except for the unbelievable DD that was coming out, okay? We didn't have the Adam Aaron interview 4 or 5 months ago. We had nothing but Reddit boards, the mathematics, and just the great community that did all of this DD and put this all together. So you fast forward to where we're at now, and you could not be any more bullish than we are right now. Now, I know this is a hard thing to say, but believe it or not, taking that big, huge $1/3 of $1 million swing, I don't have that kind of money, you guys. I need that money. But on the other hand, I am in this play for a short squeeze. I am not in it for a little bit of a gamma. I'm not in it for FOMO. I'm not in it for this thing to hit $70, $80. Okay, that's not why I'm in it. Sure, the portfolio looked pretty and all of that stuff. I told you guys the story last week where I didn't even really realize how much gains I had and then lost them until it dawned on me. But that's my conviction, and that's most of our conviction, okay? Now, to this FUD, the last week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever you want to call it. Let's just say the last week because it is getting really thick. Most of this is all fresh people that know nothing, whether they're paid shills, and I believe there's a ton of them out there, whether it's people on YouTube commenting, Facebook has a ton of them. Remember, these people get hired overseas, whatever type of group that they get hired from, and they go blast the internet with BS. So to the naked eye, it does look bad. But the one thing you're telling that I could not shake out of my mind, right, is we own this company. It's 80% of this. We didn't just find this out yesterday. We have been talking about we own the float for months and months and months. Okay? Here's today's action. All you need to see here, inflow versus outflow. Nobody is selling this stock. It is manipulated to the gills. The dark pool activity is monstrous. I've seen some screenshots floating around out there on all these tens of millions of buys. I don't know if they're true or not. I'm sure they probably are, but I don't want to report on it or put that in here. But look at here today or yesterday's volume. 63% dark pool. For whatever reason, they didn't report it on the 8th. 61% dark pool. It's always been high, but you guys, there's zero reason to panic. We're not in this for 60, 70, 80 bucks. No matter what you say, newscast, Twitter, tweets, YouTube, whatever anybody wants to tell you, no one is selling this stock. No one. None of us. No retail investors. Zip, zero. Remember who we're up against. Kenny Griffin, Citadel, all the other hedge funds, the one percenters, the people that are savages and don't give a rat's ass about anybody's money. You will never convince me that anybody is selling this. This play is over. It's not over. All you got to do is look at the shares that are out there. There's hundreds of millions over what actually exists. That's all we need to know. Everything that we have, the DD we've read, the DD we've done, all of us combined, is true. 100% of it. That's all we need to do is hold this stock. We're in the $40, $50. You talked to me 3 months ago. We were at $9, $8. That was not fun. But you know what we did is we held. Fast forward till now, we are in a 50 times better position than we were. We got Gary Gensler. We have all of the new SEC rules. We have all of the shares confirmed with Adam Aaron. We have every single piece of everything, all the media exposing the naked short. It's all lined up. So no matter who's out there blasting this nonsense and BS all over the World Wide Web, we don't buy any of it. Do all you want, say all you want, none of it's true. And I know most of you guys are with me. I know that because the numbers say it all. We own this stock. We own AMC, the retail public. Okay, guys? So a little crisis intervention. I'll come back later with some news and stuff, but everybody cool down. If anybody's panicking, any new guys that got in at 48 bucks, 52 bucks, 60, 70, whatever the case is, just hold. The price means zero. I know it's tough to look at. I know if you're 2 or 3 weeks into this play or a week into this play, it doesn't look good. You don't know all the DD that all of us do know. And I'm not claiming, believe me, I'm not saying I'm the smartest guy in the world. I'm not. I have just read, taken it all in, and sucked it in. But you guys, nobody panic. Please, please, please. We're just fine, right? So that's all, you guys. I just wanted to touch on that real quick. Get the heck out of here, and I'll talk to you a little bit later. Everybody cool down. Smoke a joint if you have to, cocktail if you have to, but we're just fine.